If you find yourself with a camera in your hand and you want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment down below what you would like to learn more about. Hi Photos photographers. Today we're talking about 3 tips for better portraiture. One of those things I want to suggest for better portraiture is changing the common poses that you have. It's not a bad idea to have your poses cataloged or written down, or images illustrating how the person is positioned, but get some variations. Have 7, 8, 9 different poses for your client to assume, so that you get a better quality of shoot in that session, so that they're not feeling like they're always getting what they've always had, and they're not getting anything new or anything actually improved. So if you have Pinterest, and that's a tool you want to use in working with photographers, and working with photographers as a client of theirs being photographed, I have done this a couple of different ways. I've created a Pinterest board and looked through Pinterest to find different poses or shot atmosphere, lighting styles, different things to give them an idea of what I'm looking for, what I want achieved. And then I'll share that board with them, and then they can take a look through, and they can kind of choose the best shots that they want to mock up and get for me. But they don't have to do that exactly. You know, they just take the look and the feel or whatever, because we're not going to be necessarily going to the same exact location either. So it's not going to be the same exact shot with me in the picture instead of whoever I find on Pinterest. So you can use that with your clients. If your client is so motivated, you can have them create that board for you. Or in this regard, if your client is not motivated to be able to go and do that, or they don't have a Pinterest account, or they just don't have that drive to do that for you, you can create that for yourself and create a board giving you ideas of improving poses that you have your clients sit in or stand or whatever. Give yourself some creative differences to work with and to improve on or change what you're doing to give yourself a better position. Have the place that you're going to shoot, your portrait locations, or your indoor studio, have the setup. If you change your studio lineup, whether you're shooting products or other things in between doing the portraits, don't just know what the portrait setup is like and be able to put things back in, but see what you can do to make it streamlined, fast, quick, easy, so that you're not having to tear down and set up. Or maybe you have enough space in your room for the studio to have one corner that is portraiture, or a wall that's your portrait studio, and the rest of your studio is always set up. Now, I get it. If you don't have the equipment to have 2 sets, then you're going to have to switch things around, to background lights or whatever else, turn your camera around from one to the next. That's one reason I suggested you have your studio streamlined, so that it's not something that's going to be taking away a lot of time from whatever else you're shooting to set up for portraits, or it's not going to be taking a lot of time from your portraiture to have to reset up for setting another setup or anything else. So have that streamlined. And tip number 3, not going back to the Pinterest thing, but have your portraiture packages set up so that you know specifically how much time you have in each pose, but also knowing how many poses you're going to do for each session of however long that session is, 30, 45 minutes, an hour. So that way you know how much time to spend on a pose. If you think you've gotten the good shot, you can move on to the next pose, or whatever the case may be. Have yourself some parameters set up so that you can tell the client how many images they're going to get, but you have a set quality as well of how many poses you want to get and everything else. Perhaps even using that as an opportunity so that you get, say, 10 poses, but you're only giving them so many images, and so you know there's going to be 3 or 4 poses left over. You could come back and suggest a new package of some images you already taken, and you don't have to spend more time creating new images, or they're not going to have to take time out of their schedule to come to the studio or a location to get some updated portraits that you already have them on file, and you can give them some new stuff within 9 months or so, where they haven't changed physically or anything else, that it's still new current photographs, something within which they could use to update whatever they have their portraits made for. So thank you so much for watching. We hope this content has added value to your photography. If it has, click that like button and comment down below anything else that you want to see and you want to have us discuss on the channel. We would appreciate your comment and letting us know what you want to hear, and dig in a little deeper with us. If you're not yet a subscriber, we would appreciate your subscription. Thank you so much. God bless.